teams will make substitutions. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Right wing. Left side Kuminga. Good D by Clark. And there's the screen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Poole. He goes up. And he dunks it down.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
And with their title last season, the Warriors now with 7 in franchise history. No longer tied with the Bulls. They are alone and ranked 3rd all time.
And here are the Warriors now. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Poole. From outside the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Poole's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Clark, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's DiVincenzo. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Golden State. They trail by 3. Here's Poole. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, man. Exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. Pass to Bane. Drives to the hoop. On the wing, Brooks. Offline with a 3. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies up by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
When we talk about guys who broke out during the 2021-22 season, Jordan Poole might be at the top of that list, going from a nice rotation player to a legit NBA scorer.
Wiggins drives in, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
A mobile attacking player. Wiggins' teammates and coaches love when he uses his physical tools to his advantage.
On the wing, Bane. Back to Morant. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Talking about Jordan Poole, his confidence never wavered, Richard.
No, remember, Poole shot 33% his rookie season. Lots of people kind of wrote him off, but Jordan's always believed in his game. Took advantage of the injuries to Clay and Steph, grabbing those extra shots.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. Takes a 13-footer. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
A vocal leader both on and off the floor. Green plays with a real fire in edge. So much to say about Draymond's game. Tough to say anyone else in the league has a larger impact on their team on both sides of the floor.
And Richard, the weight that Draymond carries for this team can't be forgotten.
The impact he has on the defense alone is remarkable. But then you factor in the offense ability, bringing the ball up the floor. There is no doubt he is the vocal leader and the heartbeat. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Pass to Curry. Green with the ball. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. That shot missing. Outside Morant. Outside Bane. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Poole outside. Back to Lamb. Poole right side. Outside Lamb. 5 on the clock. Outside Kuminga. Pass to DiVincenzo. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Wiseman. Misses off the left iron. And here's Morant. He has 7. And here is Williams. On the wing, Bane. Outside Morant. Count it. Morant's got 9 points. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Pass to Kuminga. Knocks down the long J.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Now here's Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his 3rd before the half.
Jackson with it. DiVincenzo covering. Jackson gets the bucket.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Poole outside. Lets it go from deep. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis leading. Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Inside. Here's Jackson. Off target at the rim.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Poole for 3. The rebound by Jackson.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Timeout called. Memphis. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
Here's Jones. His last outing, he had 24 points. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, big night for Jackson so far, scoring with enthusiasm on that offensive end.
Outside Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Jacks up a 3. Some solid defense from Williams. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Outside Morant. Pass to Bane. Shoots over Thompson. Goes back up. And the basket by Bane. Bane's got his second bucket of the game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Memphis calls timeout. Here's Bane. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Here's Morant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Kevon Looney picks one up.
Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Williams with the screen. And then Morant with the dunk.
What a smooth move by Morant off the pick and roll, getting himself some elbow room to take a shot.
To the inside. Looney. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
The Warriors trailing. Pass to Wiggins. Down low. Here's Looney. Second chance shot. Tips it up. Williams grabs the board.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Shot clock at 5. Here's Morant. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Pass to Thompson. Outside Curry. Now Looney. Back to Thompson. This one for 3. Nails it from 3. Thompson's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Let me just say this, Klay Thompson is one of about 10 people in NBA history that you do not want to leave open for a 3. The defense has to make it harder for him out there.
Pass to Bane. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Bane's got 5 points now this quarter. And the Warriors call time here. So both teams making some changes here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Curry. Yes, it's good. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Not just a jump shooter. Curry is so creative at figuring out little ways to score inside.
Here's Jackson. Soft touch off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 10. All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on you. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college in Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have
You know, obviously the college championship. I also got Athens in '04. And look, just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost in the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe, then Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, you know, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
Wiseman goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Pass to Jackson. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Curry, no good.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks.
Substitution for the Warriors, JaMychal Green.
There's 42 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. To the middle. Here's Wiseman. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Wiseman's gotten 4 this quarter. Pass to Brooks. To the paint. And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got 20.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Poole. And Clark with a block. He's got a clear path. Here's Brooks. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Yet another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Sinks it from distance.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And here at the end of the 3rd, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 14. All right, we're going to step through. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So it's the Warriors now. It's a 14-point game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, showing some toughness right there. I like whenever Wiggins outmuscles the defense and capitalizes. And I think Andrew Wiggins is a great example of how positions have changed. Came into the league playing a lot of the 2. Now we see him at times playing a bunch at the 4.
Jackson drawing the double team. Payne with it. Green picks him up. 4 on the clock. Here's Jackson. Tries again. With the clock winding down. And it's good on the lay-in. Jackson's got 10 points in just the 2nd half. Inside. Pass to Looney. 3-pointer off the mark. And for Wiggins, he'll play the stretch 4 at times. Grant, he's extremely versatile.
And B.A., that shows just how the game has evolved. Wiggins is a traditional small forward, but we've seen that push to small ball, shifting Andrew to the 4 and even the 5 during stretches.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by Green.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Curry from deep 3-point land. No luck on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. 17 points was their biggest margin. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. And that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. Back to Payne. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Thompson fires from way outside. And the Warriors get it back. From deep three-point range. That shot off the mark. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
He knocked down a three in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Down low. Outside Curry. From deep. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Adams, shot's good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
The three from Curry. Can't bury it. His fifth miss in 9 tries. Going all the way to the rack.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Back to Green.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Looney. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. Pass to Jackson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Jackson's got 24 points.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
The team-first mentality of Thompson. When someone on his squad is open, he finds them.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Draymond Green. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis. And the first one at the line is good. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Timeout called, the Warriors. They're losing by 13. 1:21 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And here's Curry for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Another missed three, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Grizzlies.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well. Just really impressive.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jaren Jackson.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Here's Curry. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Morant with it. Poole picks him up. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And it's Green missing. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. The free throw drops for Morant. And Morant drops them both. Here's Golden State, trailing by 13. Curry with a steal. In transition, here come the Warriors.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
Here's Adams. Good.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the...
It got you one time, a long, long time ago. But no be long time at all. Nobody go know. No be anybody in business. And everything you see, and everything you teeth, everything you shot, and any.
Alongside Grant Hill and Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, our reporter, I'm Brian Anderson. Here we go.
And there's always a little bit of animosity when these teams get together. But that is why it's a great rivalry.
They just know each other so well. Very few.
Oh, wow!
He went way up.
Goodness.
The big man, Nikola Vucevic. Strength and mobility. Booyah!
Here's Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to Trent. Anunoby on the wing. Van Vliet outside. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul of the game. And here in the middle of the season, these teams really coming into their own right now. They found their identity and know what they're all about, Grant.
Well, oftentimes that's what happens. I mean, these guys have had the time to gel and get to know how they like to play. And at this point, it's all about going out night after night and just executing.
Here's Dosunmu. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Counted from distance.
So many players increased their range over the years. DeMar DeRozan has worked hard to be more than a mid-range shooter.
Pass to Barnes. The kick out to Van Vliet. Back to Barnes. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop. And it's Chicago the other way. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
Trent outside. Shot is up. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
And now the Raptors on the break. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dosunmu.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Back to Trent. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. DeRozan outside. Back to Dosunmu. Now DeRozan. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game. It doesn't go for him. Van Vliet outside. Shoots over Levine. Trent from long range. Williams grabs the board. Pass to Dosunmu. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Inside. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Chicago ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Good instincts from Nikola, finding the open man.
Outside Anunoby. Over to the left wing. Here's Benton. And again, no good by Toronto. Chicago leading.
Toronto foul. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:14 left in the first quarter. Left side Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Patrick Williams with all the talent in the world.
And here's Van Vliet. And he banks in the layup.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Caruso outside. Rebound by the Raptors. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
You know, sometimes you just don't match up with a team, no matter what you do. And it starts to feel like quicksand.
You know, they were reacting rather than dictating. I thought they played scared all night.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Drummond. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The agile feet of Drummond. He's like a dancing bear out there. Nice roll off the pick.
On the wing, DeRozan. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's Levine for 3. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bulls out in front.
The Raptors. Ladies and gentlemen.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
You know, Zach LaVine's never averaged fewer than double-digit points in his career, but he didn't get picked for the All-Star team until his 7th season.
Here's Barnes. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Assisted by
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. You know, one area where LaVine improved in his first All-Star season was efficiency, Smitty.
You're correct. The scoring totals were always impressive. But
Throw it down, young
Clear
fella.
that deck.
Deck cleared.
an explosive, high-level athlete, you see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Raptors substitution. Pascal Siakam. OG Anunoby.
That'll be a 5-second call.
2 turnovers for him in just the last couple minutes. He needs to be a little more careful with the rock out there.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Green. LaVine way outside. The shot that time not on target. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. And the play-in tournament has been a success, but some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Granted, it kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, B.A., first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And, yes, there have been some great performances that we've seen in the play-in tournament thus far. So I think these stats should be included in postseason numbers for players.
Caruso outside. Pass to Drummond. It's stolen by Barnes. Van Vliet with it. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Back to Barnes. Green with the defensive effort.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And the jam by Drummond.
Alex Caruso, he can make that pass in his sleep.
Van Vliet outside. Shoots over Caruso. Anunoby for 3. To the paint. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Trent. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
Here's Van Vliet. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Here's Drummond. Back to Caruso. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Substitution for the Bulls. Nikola Vucevic.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Now here's Van Vliet. It's Barnes on the wing. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Here's Van Vliet. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
To counter the size deficiency, Van Vliet has developed an insane number of moves inside.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you? And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year, almost 300 more than anyone else.
Pass to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. The 3 from Barnes. Anunoby for 3. And it's Chicago with a board. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Outside Barnes. Back to Trent. It's Barnes on the wing. Andre Drummond has been on display for the Chicago Bulls. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
The Raptors, 12.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. So it's Toronto now, trailing by 19. Down low. Deflects the pass. Vucevic with the steal. Here's Levine for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Levine's got his second bucket on the night.
Slick shot by Zach right off the pass. He just goes straight into his motion.
Back to Van Vliet. Shoots over to Sumu. Oh, there's the alley. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Barnes the screen to the middle. Anunoby on the wing. No good from outside.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Sumu goes in. Here's Levine for 3.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Trent for 3. Can't get it to drop. And Chicago has possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Vucevic. Here's Levine. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter. Smitty, what you like about this Bulls offense, they tend to take good shots.
Reason why, BA, they've got veteran scorers who are disciplined, patient. It's difficult for defenses to speed them up. Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Nice move. And it's Vucevic getting it to go. Vucevic has got 6.
With his height, Vucevic, a tough matchup inside for any defense.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
Checking into the game for your Bulls, John Wall.
Shot from the inbound. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's the 3. Barnes with the rebound. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Trent outside. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Here we go. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
veteran move by DeRozan. Anticipates, causes the turnover, then sends him off to the races.
Van Vliet outside to the inside. Siakam. Van Vliet on the wing. And again, no good by Toronto. Chicago with the ball. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. All right, Smitty, let's talk defense. Yes, that side of the ball. What makes a great defensive player in today's game?
I think the number one thing for me is grit. Also, D is about heart and desire. The best defenders never take a play off. They play hard all the time. They also study film, and a lot of playing defense is mental.
Just under 3.
Pre-K and eating Lunchables. And as you know, it's unrefundable. When you should never feel uncomfortable. Don't waste any time, bro. Just do the job right, or you are surely going. Go knock on some wood, but I just feel I did incredible. How many? I don't know, but more than several. I know a lot of demons. I can summon any one of them. As if they were cuddling. Will he perform when he has money right in front of him? Run up on that boy. Right in front of him. I just tapped his shoulder, so I know that he is touchable. And then I turned him to a pre-K and eating Lunchables. And as you know, it's unrefundable. When you should never feel uncomfortable. I was watching him outside his house. He's getting comfortable. I was trying to make sure undiscoverable. You were. Now just look at what we've done to you. Peter Piper. Now they're touching you. I was coaching up a team of. Now they're rushing you. If I think you wronged one of my homies, I will. Will he perform when he has money right in front of him? Run up on that boy. Right in front of him. I just tapped his shoulder, so I know that he is touchable. And then I turned him. Pre-K and eating Lunchables. And as you know, it's unrefundable. When you should never feel uncomfortable. Will he perform when he has money right in front of him? Will he perform when he has money right in front of him?
This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And so off the tip, it's Charlotte. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
Well, if you want consistency at the 5 spot, Mason Plumlee is a good player to have in the rotation, Clark.
Could not agree with... with you more, be a consummate professional and extremely hard worker. Rebounds at a high level, and he is one of the best playmaking centers in the NBA. LaMelo Ball is must-see TV. He is so much fun to watch. An exciting young all-star plays with such verve and confidence, and his passing ability incredible, and as a result, he's in the highlight reel more often than not.
And talking about LaMelo, his game has caught the attention of the legend, Magic Johnson.
There were few that did it anywhere near the level that Magic did it at, with his enthusiasm and creativity as a passer and that winning karma that he brought to the Lakers. And he likes LaMelo's basketball IQ and actually even compared LaMelo to himself, which to me is the highest order of praise.
Such a wide open look.
To me, this is Rozier's game in a nutshell. A confident, quick-thinking, shoot-first point guard.
Pass to Mathurin. Outside for Halliburton. Now here's Hield. Shot clock at 5. Halliburton on the attack. And Rozier pulls it down. And here's Ball. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Outside for Rozier. Inside. Here's Hayward. And he sinks the 11-footer.
Hey, you know, this is what you like about Gordon Hayward. He can score from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Halliburton. Ball with the rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Shot from the wing. Pacers with a rebound.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Here's Mathurin. Here's Halliburton to the right side. That one no good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way.
And you know, guys, there's one thing that may have hurt the Hornets the past few seasons: a lack of playoff experience among their core players.
Now here's Ball. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, nice work that time by LaMelo Ball to follow the miss of his teammate. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty either.
And of the Hornets' top 5 scorers last season, 3 have never been to the playoffs.
And BA, that can be tough when the pressure's on. They've gotten blown out in play-in games each of the last 2 seasons. But with all their talent, they should be in the postseason soon enough.
2 minutes. To halt the run. And Halliburton lays it in. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the night.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Pass to Plumlee. Ball outside. That one's wide left.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Smith outside. Hield with room to shoot. Washington grabs the miss.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Connects from downtown.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Mathurin. Oh, and that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Pass to Hayward. The kick out to Ball. Up top, Hayward. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Shots blocked.
How about Rozier throwing it out of there? Come strong or don't come at all.
And the Pacers making a change here. And the Hornets call time here.
Timeout, Charlotte. Here are your Indiana Pacers. Wow.
Here's Hield. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Yeah, no hesitation from the veteran Hield. A dangerous scorer in these catch-and-shoot situations.
Smith right side. Doubled by Jackson. Outside McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. That one is off. And Hield puts up a deep 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hornets out in front, up 9. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2.
15. Youth Dance Team.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
It's hard not to look at the standings and start thinking about the playoffs already. But Clark, how early do you think is too early to start looking ahead at the postseason?
Well, I think you got to play where your feet are. You can't be looking too far ahead if you're a player. It's fun for us to talk about playoff races and potential matchups, but for players and coaches, they've got to be locked into the here and now.
Back to Smith. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And he gets it back. McDaniels from long range. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
The Pacers were involved in one of the biggest trades of last season, Clark, sending Domantas Sabonis to Sacramento for Tyrese Halliburton.
Tell you what, it gives Indiana one of the most exciting young players in the NBA, BA. And I think the sky's the limit for this kid, Tyrese Halliburton. He's got all the skill set that you want in the point guard position. And in addition to that, he's a galvanizer. He's a connector. He's a leader. And that could serve the small market Pacers extremely well.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Picked by Smith. Pass to Mathurin. Right wing. Back to Turner. 3 on the clock. It's hauled in by Hayward. The Hornets with a lead. Washington left side. Hayward outside. Washington a screen. Out to Hayward. Launches it. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Really one of the reasons why Hayward's been a max player. I mean, he can stretch the floor because he knocks down threes.
Here's Turner. Ooh, good D by Plumlee.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Shooting for Charlotte.
Tons of hype around the LaMelo Ball, the 3rd overall pick in 2020. Just like you, Grant.
Yeah, although the draft was a little different back in my day. But let me tell you, B.A., there is so much pressure being a top 3 pick. It's really impressive that LaMelo has lived up to the lofty expectations.
Throws it up high.
Setting his teammate up nicely out of the 2-man game that time. Ball provides style and substance with his brilliant playmaking.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Back to Rozier. Wide open. On the wing, Rozier. Pass to Hayward. Launches a three. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And that one good.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
Hayward outside. Back to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake. Look, for the Pacers, I'm part of that franchise's history, so I understand the reality of being a small market team. Likely they don't sign a KD or LeBron in free agency. They've had to build through the draft and make good trades, and I don't have any doubts that they'll be able to do that because they've got some good young pieces and are looking good for the future.
Outside for Halliburton. Here's Smith. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Ball with it. Plumlee a screen. 4-3. And it's Ball with the three. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
And the first half now in the books. It's the Hornets. They lead by 13. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Indiana on offense, trailing by 13. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks. It's a quick turnaround on the road, just one game. Smith in the high post. And that one is hammered home.
More than just a score. Hield moves the ball well, especially when his guys are open.
The three from Ball. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And Ball throws it down.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. The young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
And the shot's good.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
They double team Hayward. The fader is good. Hayward's got 10 points in the game.
This is just one other thing Hayward can do. He's a sneaky 6'7"-ish, and he's got the length to score inside.
And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his third foul of the game. And the play-in tournament has been a success, but some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Granted, it kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, B.A., first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And, yes, there have been some great performances that we've seen in the play-in tournament thus far. So I think these stats should be included in postseason numbers for players.
The kick out to Ball. From downtown. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Turner for three. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Here's Ball. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
Even as a forward, Gordon Hayward can run the offense, Grant.
Hey, B.A., he is a tremendous passer. Hayward's averaged over 5 assists a game during the season. Having Gordon in the front court really helps with ball movement.
Offensive rebound. Duarte. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Ball.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Smith outside. Back to Duarte. Pass to Smith. Oh, got a piece of it. Ball outside. And he drives in. No luck on that one. So Indiana will take it the other way. Hey, every team wants a guy who can block shots, and they certainly want a guy who can hit threes. Miles Turner does both, Grant.
Yes, he does, B.A. Miles has led the league in blocks multiple times. He also shot it well from the three-point range. He's just a unique skill set. It's really hard to find guys like Turner.
And the Hornets call time here.
Let's get excited.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. It's clear Charlotte has the pieces in place to make noise in the league for years to come.
Yeah, no question, B.A. They've got one of the best young rosters in the NBA. And they're balanced. They play tremendous team basketball. Fun to watch.
On the night I was born, the rain was pouring, God was crying, lightning struck, power outage, sparks was flying, the real one's here, the young boy that walked with lions around the outlines of chalk with a lion. Of course I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying, but the in the bars that y'all relying, got these nerves thinking that you Zion, but that just mean I ain't as comfortable as y'all with lying, stretching the truth. No, I never stress in the booth. They feel the pressure, me, I feel like I just left a masseuse. Effortless, how I'm skating on these records is proof. I put your favorite rapper, never letting them loose. Cold world, the heat of blast to your speaker. He the last of Mohicans, no weaklings last in my sneakers. Want me on the song, he gon' see the wrath of the. I'm probably gon' go to Jesus asked for a feature. Don't need a. Some see the glass is empty. I see a glass collecting his bread and mass like he a Catholic preacher. Just to count it cash, you might need a calculus teacher. Eureka, Einstein on the brink of the theory of relativity. Really, no MC equal. Feel me, co-pin be lethal. Crip like an old MTV show. On.
It's a West versus East. Contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. And the Grizzlies on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. They're free-falling right now, piling up loss after loss. Let's see if they can bounce back.
You're so right, Kevin. It has not been pretty of late for this team, but it appears as though help is on the way. They got a chance to get this streak stopped against a team that on paper they should beat.
On its way from DeRozan for two. That one off the back iron and out.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdowns.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Getting up there with the slam, DeMar DeRozan leaves nothing to chance.
Brooks from outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Here's Morant. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic, here's Adams over Williams. Adams' shot is off. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Vucevic. Levine wide open. They grab their own miss. Lets it go with the three. With the second effort. And Vucevic with the layup.
And the instincts on the glass. Love how Vucevic tracks these misses down and then able to convert.
Now here's Morant. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Adams' shot is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Here's Morant after the Bulls pick up 2. And the foul on Patrick Williams. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. It's stolen by Vucevic. Now, here's Dosunmu. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Drains the three-pointer. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
And it's Clark slamming it down.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the Bulls.
DeRozan surveying the D. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. DeRozan's got 6 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball. Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Okay, I see you, DeMar, putting defenders on skates, little yippity-yop.
It's Morant with the drop. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach. And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
For the Grizzlies, Tyus Jones.
Outside, Levine. Pass to Drummond. And Green now, top of the key. Here's Levine. And the rejection by Jackson. Williams for 3. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Chicago. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display.
The Grizzlies. Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Chicago. Jones up top. His last outing, he had 24 points. Here's Conchar. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Conchar's got his first 3 points of the game.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Levine double team. Inside. And it's Drummond with the jam.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder. And no question, Kobe White can shoot it. How about the accuracy as well?
That might be underselling his ability, especially beyond the arc. He once set a franchise record for 7 threes in a single quarter.
To the paint. Here's Jackson. Pass to Conchar. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Caruso looking for an opening. Now here's Drummond.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
Now Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Conchar. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
What can you say about Caruso that hasn't already been said? One of the biggest team-first guys in the entire league.
And about Alex Caruso, Richard, not many people will complain about having him as a teammate. They all love to play with him.
Yeah, not at all. He's one of those guys that you just get fired up seeing every day. And when he got injured last season, you can tell how much his teammates missed him.
Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic a force around the rim.
And here's Morant. Launches it. Conchar can't get it to go. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about LaVine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
And LaVine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
Morant with it to the middle. Adams drawing the double team. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
It gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here.
What happened? What happened, guys? Some niggas don't hear me now, so. The mic don't be down.
About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Back to DeRozan with the shot. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Down low. Will it go? Williams with the block. Outside DeRozan. Williams a screen. To the left side wing. Here's Vucevic. Connects from three-point range. Vucevic has got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Fires it up. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Checking in for the Grizzlies.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you, huh? What you say? What you say?
Now
you sound mad.
They're on a 16-7 run.
Come on, man. Boy, look. You're a bum.
And the key for Vucevic is remaining aggressive. And when he does that, this guy can dominate.
And he gets the bucket. Morant's got 6.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
From deep. And it's Vucevic missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Offensive rebound. Konchar. It's stolen by Vucevic. 5 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Pass to Williams.
Yeah.
And here's Vucevic.
Oh, got him.
And
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Adams. Drops in the layup for 2. Adams has got his second basket of the night.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
And so it's Chicago. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific.
You fucking
we come
suck.
back right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sports.
You know Ja Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Brooks, left side. Beyond the arc. And Taylor Jenkins wants a timeout.
You nervous over there. That's what it's saying like. You nervous, yeah. You caught timeouts and shit. You say what? I don't, man, bro. I'm playing you. What are you talking about? You not manning that. But you didn't start saying shit until you started missing the 3. When you was making it, you wasn't saying shit. Nah, I've been talking this whole time. You seem like you don't hear me. That's crazy. You see my mic moving on the game. What you mean? You say what? Yeah, I can't call a timeout. What can I do then? What can I do?
Left side, Jones. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Bane. Fires from deep.
You got opportunity. You gotta make that. You gotta make that.
A chance to cut the lead to single digits.
I'm gonna make you pay.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why.
That's how you feel with that weak ass foul?
Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
On defense, Memphis.
Might just show you something.
Haven't given up any points here in the second half. Right side, Williams. Pass to Dosunmu.
Wow.
By Adams.
Adams puts
No fouls. I'm call that.
his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Jones looking for an opening. Bane drawn the double team. Adams wide open. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Brooks for 3.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Second team foul.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. DeRozan with it. Put it down by Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Tipped away. Outside, Levine. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Adams, some nice D.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
Pass to Levine. At the elbow, it's Drummond. The shot misses. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. They host the Spurs after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. The Bulls leading by 12. On the wing, Levine takes a 3. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Out to Brooks. Shoots the 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Pulls up. To the inside. And Adams with the slam.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Drummond trying to get himself free. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Bulls lead by 12.
One reason Levine has been an all-star, Zach can be the playmaker or the scorer.
Back to Jackson. Caruso with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Pass to Levine. Over Jackson. For the 3. Levine can't hit.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Out to DeRozan. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Caruso. To the middle. And the jam by Levine.
I don't know where you've been, but everybody else knows that Zach Levine, this man is an...
You gotta find you a new team, big dog. You gotta find you a new team.
Timeout called by Memphis.
I could tell.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third. Jones up top. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Aldama can't hit. Here's Levine. And the layup's good off the glass. 10 points for Zach Levine.
Credit to Levine. Not an easy hoop.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bulls lead by 16. And 1 quarter to go.
I don't think you ever want to come up and go again.
It's not been an evenly fought contest. Houston spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it. But it was
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
It's stolen by Green. Down low. And it's Green with the jam.
You know what fucking time it is, man.
So much attention on offense. The D, look, they're going to have problems with LaVine, and it opens up some great passing lanes for him.
Pass to Bain. Rebound collected by LaVine.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now DeRozan.
Oh, get in there.
Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Outside LaVine. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Caruso, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Morant looking around. Pass to Aldama. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that
ball. LaVine gets the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And there's the call on Javonte Green. That's his first foul. Christian, I was wondering, do you think the recent postseason success of small market teams like Milwaukee is good for the NBA?
Absolutely. Guys should be able to feel like they can win no matter where they are playing at. And no one wants to see the same couple of teams in the playoffs every single year. Smaller market success makes the league better.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
To the paint. Tillman. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Inside. It's stolen. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And they pick up 2.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
And the foul called on Xavier Tillman. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. Morant outside. Brooks outside. Left side Adams. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Bulls leading by 16. Right side Williams. And then Vucevic slams it in.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Vucevic.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Pass to Caruso. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Those long arms of Jackson Jr. getting in the passing lanes.
And again, Chicago, no good.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Adams' shot is off. Here's Dosunmu. The shot, no good. Morant with some nice D. To the middle. Here's Adams. Good.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it's...
From the streets, had to stay up. Betty Crocker show me how to, bro. Doing that, put everything I love at stake, bro. Back in the day, man, a young and I had ripped jeans. Couldn't afford a new pair, I had broke shoes. Couldn't think about the money, I had broke dreams. Outfit was the matchup. I was trying to be fly, couldn't take off. Coats falling on my lost weight, dog. No jacket in the window.